the viewers. In this session, we are going to discuss tenses. Tenses, as you know, is the feature of the verb that tells at what time the action or the activity takes place. Kuntu homoyot kamtu hoise jitu grammar jitu bibhage koy hetuke ami tense boli kau verbor bikhoye ami gom pam kuntu homoyot kamtu hoise. Now tenses are of three types, as you know: present, past and the future tenses. Now in our previous sessions we discussed present and the past tense and their uses. In today's session we will be concentrating on the uses of the future tenses and its various divisions. Future tense has got four classifications. Number 1, simple future. Number 2, future continuous or future progressive, future perfect or future perfect continuous. Future tense or sarita bhag: simple future, future continuous বা progressive, future perfect continuous. Now let's concentrate on the uses of simple future. Simple future tense is used to denote an action on which we don't have any control. Jar uporot amar kono dhoroner control nai. That will happen in future, where we consider future as a fact. For example, we will know our exam results in June. We will know our exam results in June. Ami amar result to do not gom pam, of which we do not have any control. So that's why we are using will know our exam results in June. We also use simple future tense. To denote the action or activity that we think, believe, hope will happen in future. Jitu ami bhavisyotot hobo, asha koru hobo, বিশ্বাস কৰো হ'ব বুলি. So to express such kind of sentences also we use future simple. For example, I hope you will score good marks. মই আশা কৰিছো তোমালোকে ভাল নম্বৰ পাবা. এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ সেন্টেন্স বাক্য বুজাবৰ কাৰণেও আমি future simple use কৰো. Now what is the structure of this tense? The structure is subject plus shall or will. আমি এবাৰ auxiliary verb future কাৰণে যেটো ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিম এটো হ'ব shall বা will. Shall for first person subject, will for second and the third person subject. Shall for first person subject, will for second and third person subject. But just one point to remember, ami kolu shall ami first person logot byabohar korim, I shall, you will ba he will, but we can use first person subject and the will as well together. Will or logot my first person subject to ব্যবহার কৰিব পাৰো যদি হে স্পিকাৰ জন বহুত কনফিডেন্ট হয়, যে I will solve some questions on this topic, তেতিয়া আমি ফার্স্ট পারসনৰ লগতো will ব্যৱহাৰ কৰিব পাৰিম. And after that the main verb will take its first form. যেনেকৈ আমাৰ এক্সাম্পল কিটা তোমালোকে চাব পাৰা. We will know, after will we have used the V1 form. I hope you will score good marks, V1 form. So simple present tense is used to denote an action on which we do not have any control, where we consider the future as fact, we will know our exam results, aru actions that we think, believe, hope will happen in future. Jitu ami bhabu ki actions jikhini bhavishotot hobo jar bikhoye ami asha koru. Now one additional note to remember, one additional note to recall or remember, that we use going to structure, we use the going to structure to denote an action that is likely to happen in future of which preparations have been made. That is likely to happen in future of which preparations have been made already. Jitu bhavishotot hobo, jitu ami certain sure kam to hoboge bhavishotot, jar karone ami preparation korisu, that is more likely to happen in future. For example, look at the clouds. Look at the clouds. It go to rain. Look at the clouds, it go to rain. Now in this very sentence, this expression denoting a borokhun to etia dia nai kintu borokhun to bhavishotot dibo, tar karone almost seeming very likely kind of condition to express this ami yak likhim, it is going to rain. Yat ami will go to rain byabhar kora nai. So jodio kam to bhavishotot hobo tar karone ami yate kintu future tense or will go form to use kora nai, ami use korisu it is going to happen, it is going to rain, like that. So in short, this is the use of simple future tense denoting an action of which we do not have any control. Come to bhavishotot hobo, our school will open very soon. Actions that we think, believe will happen. I hope India will win the match today. So these kind of expressions will be using simple future tense. Now let's concentrate on the uses of future continuous tense. Future continuous tense. The future continuous tense is used. Future continuous tense is used to denote an action, or an activity that will be in progress, continuation, that will be in progress বা continuation in future, that will be in progress, that will be in continuation, that will be in progress, that will be continuation in future. For example, by this time tomorrow, I take a class. By this time tomorrow, I take a class. Jitu kam etia hoa nai, kintu bhavishotot etu kam olop deri karone solibo. Actions that will be in progress ba continuation in future, to refer to such kind of structure, will be using future continuous ba future progressive tense. Yate amar answer to hobo, I will be taking a class tomorrow. Structure of this sentence, as we have seen in the example already, structure is subject plus will বা shall depending upon the nature of the subject plus be plus the main verb will take its ing or continuous বা progressive form. That's the use of future continuous tense. Jitu kam bhavishotot okonman deriloke solibo. By this time tomorrow, I will be walking with my friends. By this time tomorrow, etu kam etia kora nai, kali ekhini samoyot, at this time, at this particular time we are referring to, as you know, tense denoting the idea of time. Etu kam etia sola nai, kintu bhavishotot okonman deri karone solibo. That action will continue for a period of time, and to denote this kind of actions, we will be using future continuous or future progressive tense. This is the discussion of simple future and future continuous tense. Let's continue our discussion on the uses of future tenses. We discussed simple future and the future continuous. Now let's come to future perfect tense. Future perfect tense. Future perfect tense is used. Future perfect tense is used to denote an action, that will be completed in future. That will be completed in future. Jitu kam bhavisyatot goi he shekh hobo, that will be completed in future. The structure of this tense is subject plus will or shall depending upon the subject plus have, because it's a perfect tense we need to use the perfect tense auxiliary have, and after that the main verb will take its third form V3 past participle form. Future perfect tense or structure hobo enukwa subject plus will বা shall depending upon আমি অকনমান ডিসকাস কৰিছিলো যেতিয়া আমি future or introduction দিছিলো subject plus will shall plus have plus V3. For example, take an example. She will have completed her homework. She will have completed her homework by then. She will have completed her homework by then. Hekhini somoy loike tor homework to tair shekh hobo lagibo. She will have completed her homework by then. Hitu koribo hekhini somoy loike etu eta bhavisyator somoyr kotha ami patisu. Hekhini somoyot tor homework khini shekh hobo. So that is the uses of future perfect tense. Denote an action that will be completed in future. Bhavisyatot kamtu samadha hobo. Now come down to future perfect continuous বা future perfect progressive tense. Future perfect continuous tense. The uses of future perfect continuous tense is to denote an action that is in progress over a period of time. Olop kisu somoy dhori kamtu choli ase over a period of time and will end in future. A part 2 important. Difference bilak tumalke tense or jibilak ami agor sessions bilako discuss korisilu. You should go through to look at the difference in terms of time. Future perfect continuous tense denote an action that is in progress over a period of time. Kisu somoy dhori kamtu choli thakibo kintu kamtu shekh howa nai, kamtu bhavisyatot goi pelai shekh hobo. Denoting the action will end in future. That's the key word. The action will end in future, but it is in progress over a period of time. See the structure of this tense before we take an example. Subject plus will or shall depending upon its nature plus have plus been, and the main verb will take its ing form, progressive or continuous form. That is the structure of future perfect continuous tense. That's the structure of future perfect continuous tense. Let's go through with an example. By next June, I will have been working here for 10 years. By next June, I will have been working here for 10 years. এই 10 বছৰ মৰিয়াতে কাম কৰাটো এতিয়া শেষ হোৱা নাই, এইটো by next June complete হ'ব. But এই 10 বছৰৰ যেটো action, the action that says that he will be working here for 10 years will only complete in next June. Not yet completed. এইটো শেষ হ'বগে next June ত. এই কাৰণে আমি ইয়াক ইউজ কৰিছো future perfect continuous tense বুজাবলৈ. So this is in a nutshell the uses, the different classifications of future tense being discussed: simple future, future continuous, future perfect continuous tense. So after going through the future tense in detail, now let's concentrate on some of the questions that have been given on your screen that are solely designed on the uses of the different types of future tenses. Let's concentrate on question number 1, which says, she typed the letter tomorrow. As discussed in the previous sessions, the tense means the concept of time. Now in this particular sentence, which word is denoting about the time? The word tomorrow. Kuntu shobdo joa session boru ami koisilu tensor question korte khodai bostu tu mon koriba kuntu shobdoi tumaloko samoyor bikhoye gyan tu dise. So in this sentence we let to know about the time by looking at the word tomorrow. She typed the letter tomorrow. Ei kam tu itia howa nai, ohakaliloi come to complete hobo, that action is not yet completed. So to denote such a kind of action, if you can recall the theory being discussed, that will put under the heading called simple future tense. So hence the answer will be she will type the letter tomorrow. She will type the letter tomorrow will be the answer to question number 1. Now let's come down to question number 2. Next week at this time. The clue denoting about the time is next week at this time. Oha hoptahot eitu somoyot, that particular time they're talking about, I spend my time with my family. Eitu kam moi olop deri karone continue kori thakim. I spend my time with my family. So hence this question will put under the heading called future continuous or future progressive tense, the concept that's discussed. So the answer to this question will be moi nischoy ke korim. So I will be spending, future progressive or future continuous tense, I will be spending time with my family. Come down to question number 3. When I reach there tomorrow. When I reach there tomorrow, jitia moi ohakali talai goi pam. Ohakali jitia moi talai goi pam. When I reach there tomorrow, my friends wait for me. Mur karne mur bondhu khini rokhi thakibo. So that action will again be continued. My friends will wait for me. So this sentence will also put under the heading called future continuous or future progressive tense. Hence the answer will be my friends will be waiting. My friends will be waiting for me. Come down to question number 4. I finish my work by the time you come. By the time you come. Tumi aha loike mor kam to shekh hobo. Tumi aha loike kam to shekh howa nai. By the time you come, it will be completed. So we'll go with future perfect tense. I will have finished moi koribo parim. I will have finished my work by the time you come. In the year, question number 5, in the year 2025, they be married for 25 years. তেওঁলোকৰ যে 25 বছৰ বিয়া হবৰ হ'ব, so that action will only be completed in the year 2025. এটো এটা আগৰ পৰা চলি অহা, but action will complete in the future time, that is 2025. So here we will go with future perfect. Again, will have been. They will have been married. They will have been married for 25 years. Future perfect tense. Question number 6. By the time we reach Delhi. Pay attention to the clue again. By the time we reach Delhi. Eতিয়ালৈকে আমি Delhi গৈ পোৱা নাই. By the time the speaker says, by the time we reach Delhi, যেতিয়া আমি দিল্লীত গৈ পাম, we travel for 15 hours. এই 15 ঘণ্টিয়া জাৰ্নিটো তেওঁলোকৰ কমপ্লিট হ'ব যেতিয়া তেওঁলোকে দিল্লী গৈ পাব, when they will reach Delhi. So this should be future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense. Answer will be will have been traveling for 15 hours. So that would be an example of future perfect continuous tense. Theory khinir logot aku teli koriba so that you get to know about the concept behind the sentences discussed. Question number 7. When we reach their house, again similar problem. When we reach their house, reach mon koriba, it is not reached. When we reach their house, in the sessions discussed, previous session discussed past tense. When we reach their house, tete hole question or time to beleg hobo. Eti ami goi poa nai, mon koriba question setare yate dise when we reach their house, jetia ami ghor to goi pam. When we reach their house, they wait for 2 hours. When we reach their house, they wait for 2 hours. When we reach their house, they wait for 2 hours. Answer will be will have been waiting. তেওঁলোকৰ 2 ঘণ্টা ৰখাটো হ'ব যেতিয়া আমি গৈ পাম। না আমি গৈ পাইছো এতিয়ালৈকে তেওঁলোকৰ 2 ঘণ্টা হোৱা নাই, আমিও গৈ পোৱা নাই। So will have been they will have been waiting, they will have been waiting, they will have been waiting for 2 hours. So these are some exercises discussed solely upon the uses of future tenses. So in the sessions we discussed the uses of future tense. There are some sessions where we discuss the uses of past and the present tense as well. Barring this, we have some more questions on the uses of conditional tenses and the problem related to clause, which we are going to discuss. If you have any clarifications required, if you have any doubts on the concept being discussed, please go to the comment section and make your doubts, which we will get back to you. Now, we will go through the conditional sentences. We will discuss conditional sentences along with the future tenses that we have discussed. The conditional sentences are based on a condition, based on a conditional clause. It is basically denoting an assumption or a supposition or a condition. Conditional sentences primarily dealing with a condition that has a supposition or an assumption. It primarily begins with if, unless, in some cases also used when. So for example, if it rains we won't go out, that's a conditional tense. Jodi borokhun diye moi na jao, that depends upon one condition. So conditional sentences, depending upon primarily a condition, it carries one clause. So while discussing conditional sentences, we will be using the word clause in detail. So prior to that, I think you have come across the word clause. Let's have a quick review of what is a clause. What is a clause? What is a clause? A clause is a group of words. A clause is a group of words that has its subject and a verb. Predicate, most importantly, it must have a verb. Group of words that has its own subject and predicate. It forms a sentence or a part of a sentence. I repeat, clause is a group of words that has its own subject and a predicate. It forms a sentence or it forms a part of a sentence. Mon koriba eta example. When he came, it was raining. When he came, it was raining. Now in this very sentence, if you have observed it, when he came, subject, verb. So in this very sentence, when he came, it was raining, a part 2, it to at a dependent clause. Despite this part having subject and a verb, it cannot be a complete or an independent sentence. When he came, ami kotha patate kobo paru, but in writing, when he came can never be a complete sentence. It will only be a complete sentence until and unless we don't add this part to it. It was raining. So a part tuk ami kom dependent ba subordinate clause. Dependent or subordinate clause, and this part will be known as the main or the principal clause. Quick review of what's a clause. Karon ami conditional sentence korote clause or bhag to amak lagibo. So clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a verb, most importantly. So for example, when he came, it was raining. Yate when he came is a part of a sentence, but if we don't have it was raining along with it, it cannot be a complete sentence. It will only become a complete sentence when we add it was raining part to it. So main clause 2 important. So this is when he came is the dependent but subordinate clause. Group of words having subject and predicate forms a sentence or a part of sentences. Now let's come down to the types of conditional sentences. Let's discuss the types of conditional sentences. Number one, probable condition. Probable condition. Number one, probable condition. Probable conditionot if ba DC ba SC if close to বা যাক আমি DC বা SC বুলি ক'ব পাৰোঁ dependent clause বা subordinate clause if close to আমাৰ থাকিব simple present tenseত if close to আমাৰ থাকিব simple present tense যাক আমি V1 বুলি ক'ম if clause will be in simple present tense and the main clause will be in simple future tense. The main clause will be in simple future tense. For example, take an example to get the concept clear. If he goes there, he will see. If he goes there, you will see him. So pay attention to the part. Dependent বা SC close to আমাৰ ইয়াতে ক'ত দিয়া আছে if he goes, that is V1, and the main clause will be in he will see him, simple future tense. Now be very careful on this kind of question. Both the parts cannot be in simple present, both the parts cannot be in simple future. If he will go there, it cannot be. It should be if he goes there, he will see him. Jodi amak eta part dia thakibo, main clause to jodi amar dia dibo lage ami sam if code dia ase, jodi amak if identify koribo lage ami sam main to code dia ase. So this is put under the heading called probable condition. Come down to condition number 2, improbable condition. Improbable condition. যেতিয়া আমি improbable conditions বুলি কম তেতিয়া আমাৰ if close to বা DC বা SC2 if close DC বা SC2 আমাৰ দিয়া থাকিব past tenseত simple past tenseত যাক আমি V2 বুলি আমাৰ tense discussions বিলাকত কৰিছো it should be in V2 form. Then the main clause will be in would বা should বা could, might use might also in some cases, primarily would, should, could. After that the verb will take its first infinitive form. Would, should, could plus the verb will take its first form. Let's have the same sentence rolling to see the difference here. If he went there, mon koriba agorbar ami koisilu if he goes there, kintu ibar ami ki paisu sentence jehetu amar if clause thakibo lagibo second formot. If he went there, then it should be he would or pisot verb or V1 form, he would see him. See the difference? If he goes, if he went, and this time it should be he would see him. Number 3, impossible condition. Impossible conditionত structure to kenuka hobo. Impossible conditionot if close to mane DC বা SC2, DC or SC will be given in past perfect tense, means had plus V3, and after that the MC will be in would, should বা could plus have plus V3 form. Would, should, could, then V3 form. Let's have the same sentence rolling again. See the example here. If he had gone there. See the difference? If he goes, if he went, this time around it is had gone there. Now the main clause will be in he would have seen him. Just see the difference, especially type 2 or type 3 মাজত confusion থকা দেখা যায় যদি improbable condition তো আমি কেনেকৈ গম পাম আমাৰ if clause to যদি past tense ত দিয়া থাকে main clause to আমাৰ conditional would, should, could plus V1 form, and impossible condition যদি if clause to মানে SC বা DC to আমাৰ যদি past perfect ত দিয়া থাকে that with the marker of had plus V3 তেতিয়া main clause to আমাৰ আহিব would, should বা could plus V3. So these are primarily 3 types of conditional sentences. In addition to that, we have a zero type as well. By zero type, what do I mean? zero type to আমি ইউজ কৰো basically referring to any general বা scientific general or scientific facts বুজাবৰ কাৰণে general or scientific facts বুজাবৰ কাৰণে zero type ব্যৱহাৰ কৰা হয় for example if you press this button the machine if you press the button the machine যদি start দিয়া থাকে answer should be starts it can be will start yet a type number 1 or logot zero type to confuse no koriba because that's a general or scientific facts about this particular machine both the DC and the MC will be in the present form if you press this button V1 and starts because third person singular number machine verb will take S or ES that in a nutshell is the conditional sentences. So what is discussed in this session is the detailed discussion of future tenses along with its different classifications with some examples and we have also concentrated on the different conditional tenses primarily probable condition, improbable condition, impossible condition and we have also discussed one type called zero type. In addition to that we have gone through what a clause is just very significant to know DCSC dependent বুজি লবা ডিপেন্ডেন্ট ক্লোজ বুলি কতে আমি কা কইছো এই পার্টটো নিজে ইন্ডিপেন্ডেন্ট নহয় ইফ হি গোস देयर এই পার্টটো নিজে ইন্ডিপেন্ডেন্ট নহয় হি উইল সি হিম এটো এটা নিজে স্বয়ং সম্পূর্ণ বাক্য হ'ব পাৰে দ্যাটস ওয়াই ইটস আ মেইন বা প্রিন্সিপাল ক্লোজ সো তার কারণে ডিফারেন্ট টু ইফর লগত যদি প্রেজেন্ট থাকে মেইন অর সিম্পল ফিউচার ইফর লগত যদি পাস্ট থাকে Type 2 and type 3 are highly probable kind of questions. Type 2 says if clause carries V2, it should be conditional marker would, should, could plus V1 and if clause carrying had plus V3, it should be conditional perfect tense as well. So this in a nutshell the future tense is in discussion as well as the conditional tense being discussed.